Hello, how's it going? My name is 8 Hoarder, and today I want to talk about how people are saying that Montana 16 should be showing more stuff, like trailers or pictures, or just a video about some of the gameplay. You see Madden, it's showing a lot. It has a trailer out, it's talking about the new features, it's showing the features right here, how what's new in the game. But now I'm saying, does it really need to? And I'm about to explain why. Ads, pictures, trailers. Those were big things back when we were growing up. Getting a little taste of what we're gonna buy. Getting excited every time when it comes on in the commercials. Seeing pictures of it, seeing it in the magazines, and then just keep going back and looking at it, just waiting for it to be released. That was real important back when we was growing up, but now in this day and age, I feel it doesn't really matter. In the gaming industry, it really doesn't matter. Because what makes games popular now is word of mouth. Madden, it turned around and it showed their features, and now they're showing a lot of trailers and pictures of the game. And I know people are gonna say, I'm saying, I don't really think Montana 16 really needs to show all that much. I'm not saying they won't. Probably they will after E3, and people were saying they should show it before because Madden is. But now I just think they don't need it because the game is getting word of mouth. There's articles about Montana 16. People are looking up research just for Montana 16. And I know you're saying that that won't be enough to get a lot of people or consumers to buy this game. But there's something else that just popped up today when I was reading it that will change all that. This, as you can see, is a tweet from Joe Vargas, who is Angry Joe. And he says in his tweet is, whoever is in charge of PR for Joe Montana Football 16, I know your game exists. Please contact me so I can cover it at E3. Please. In Madness. And Damon Grow replied, Angry Joe, so honored. You're not big time till Angry Joe says you are. And I know what you're saying right now. How will that make the game get sales? How will that be the word of mouth? In our day and era, that's what people go off of now. If you are a famous YouTuber or famous streamer, they take your word. They actually wait for your word now too. I mean, if you go and watch Angry Joe, and I recommend you should, he tells it how it is. He tells you if you should buy a game or if you should just like save your money. He would actually say, if you still want to buy this game, I recommend waiting until the price goes down. He tells it how it is. And for another example, for streamers, he streams himself, but also there was a game that came out 3 months ago, H1Z1. This game, what I was told when it comes out, its official release date, it will be free. It will be on the PS4 and PC, and it will be free to play. That's what I heard. But right now it's in early access, and if you want to play it, you will have to pay $20. But there is popular streamers, Lyric. He was saying that a developer contacted him and said, "Do you want to come to California and try out H1Z1 before the early access come out?" he said he didn't want to do that because he doesn't want to feel obligated to give this game good reviews. If it's a shitty game, he's not going to give it good review. And he was right there playing the game, and there was a couple of things he had problems with, and he was naming it off, and the head developer of the game, or one of the developers of the game, was watching him. And they sent a message saying, we're going to look into that and we're going to fix it. And he said, is this one of the developers for the game? And he said, yeah. Like, when that game first came out, there were people hacking into it, trying to win all the time. And, it pretty much made it impossible to kill them. And the developer was right there watching him, and Lyric was like, oh, that's fucked up, someone hacked into the game and now he could win, and they should know. The developer said, no problem, we just kicked him out the game. And this H1Z1 was selling because of these popular streamers was playing it. A game that's $20, and when it finally is released, it's going to be free, but you have so many people buying the game because of streamers and what they're saying about the game and what they think about it. And I'm saying developers like that now. Like, developers like to... The developer that was watching him was a fan too. He had his complaints about it. He even said, I really don't like this game. There's only one mode I like to play about it. And the developer still was there watching him. He never turned around, tweet out saying, oh, I don't like this guy. He had... whoever supports him, don't, follow me on Twitter. He didn't do nothing like that. He turned around and they actually are going out there to make the game better. And that's what I think about Angry Joe and him contacting Damon Grow. I mean, I could be wrong, but I never seen him do a review on Madden. If Angry Joe did a review for Joe Montana 16, there is your ad. That's your ad right there. That's your gameplay. And I know you're thinking, oh, that's not good enough. But, I mean, and for example, Witcher 3. That game just came out today. But there were famous streamers that got the game weeks ahead and months ahead. And people were online sending tweets, talking about it in forums, saying, I can't wait for this game to come out. Did you see him playing this game? This game looks amazing. You actually have streamers that were on Twitch that didn't have the game yet saying, I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm getting hyped now because I just saw this dude watching it. I watched a little bit of it. I forgot the dude's name that was streaming it. I do apologize. I may have a link down below of his name. I didn't want to watch it because I want to play the game myself, but people were getting excited because he was playing the game. And if you watch the Witcher 3's commercial, it doesn't really show much of the gameplay. It just shows a bird flying over a village and trying to attack this one woman. And then the main character comes and kills the giant bird. That alone, back in the days when we were growing up, that wouldn't be good enough. Because people would be like saying, what is that? What kind of game is it? Is it a card game? Is it an RPG game? What is it? But now, you have people that's streaming and playing games for a living, and their fan base, or people that aren't fans of them but watch them, are taking their word. And this is an example of how some trailers are way different than the game itself. Because when trailers come out, it doesn't portray what the game is. I mean, if you remember Dead Island, then you remember the trailer for this game. I mean, this trailer was tugging at your heartstrings. I mean, it was emotional. I mean, when I first saw it, I got a little sad, but then I got hyped for this game because I was thinking this is not just going to be another zombie game where you can just go around killing zombies and you try to survive. I thought this was going to be a game where it told your story, your backstory, and how it is affecting your life now. I thought it was going to be emotional roller coaster, because at that time and to this day, zombie games, you don't care about the character. You just go around killing them, getting weapons, getting upgrades and stuff like that, so on and so forth. But when I saw this trailer, I was like, wow, this is what the game is going to be. And this trailer got famous because word of mouth. I don't remember seeing it on commercials at all. I remember that people were sending links to this game. IGN was talking about it. And it just had you thinking of saying what this game is going to be. And if you get the game itself, it's nothing like the trailer. The game is just boring. It's not entertaining. The characters you don't care about. Because when I first saw this trailer, I was like, who are you going to play as? Are you going to play as the father? Are you going to play as the mother? Are you going to play as the daughter before she got bit? It just had you guessing, and it had you wondering what this game is going to be. You thought it was going to be an emotional game where you got involved with the characters. You felt bad what was going on in their life, and you just wanted, hoping that they would survive. And it didn't deliver. That game didn't deliver. Until Last of Us came out. That was the only game where you didn't care about, just going around killing zombies. You cared about the character. You cared about what was going to happen to them at the end. And The Walking Dead, the video game, you cared about those characters. And I thought this game would have been better because then you would have got more involved with this character because of the trailers. And when you get the game, it has so many different characters. Sam B, who gives a shit about him, and the other three, I can't remember their name. I mean, come on now. A fucking rap song saying, "Who do you voodoo, bitch?" That game itself was boring. I'd rather play the trailer 2 hours than to play that game ever again. It was a bore. Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to show no trailers or commercials or game footage after E3. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, do they really need to? Because they're getting support. And they only showed a couple of pictures. I mean, you have people on YouTube talking about this game, And I feel word of mouth is a better advertisement than showing trailers and stuff like that, because a lot of times now, it's because of movies and video game trailers that don't portray the game, people really don't care about the trailers. That's why people turn around and say, okay, cool trailer, but show me gameplay. Show me the game itself. Don't show me the trailer. And I know, like, football trailers, but sometimes people get, like, people talking about the game instead of showing the game itself. I mean, Madden, back when it had last year's Madden 15, I think the trailer for that was just showing the North Carolina's Khalil. It was just showing him, and it just showed him as the player he is, and he turns into a video game character, but it didn't show none of the gameplay. And Madden 25 and Madden 15 is the same game. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that comment right there, but it is what it is. And I'm not turning around and telling Damon Grow and them not to show, pictures or videos. I'm just saying, I really don't think they need to, because they could just turn around and go to famous streamers, famous YouTubers, and say, hey, we got this product. Please, like, here's the game itself. Just play the game and tell us what you think about it. They could do that, because a lot of developers do that, and they don't cringe at it, because that is, that helps them. That's what the market is, what it is today. I know people don't like that, but that it is what it is. Again, I'm just saying, I know it would be nice for them to show a video or more pictures of the game, but I don't think we need to be stressing about it, because he's getting support and he didn't show all that much. I mean, that shows good things. I mean, he's getting word of mouth right now, and now Angry Joe reaches out to him. That's even better, because he is a person that gets his point of view out there, and is someone that people take literally and take his advice. And when I heard this and read that, I got excited because it had me thinking the same, why should he start showing videos or start showing more pictures when he's already getting support? People are out there want a new football game and they know it. And Madden knows it. So, it could be a surprise. He could give it to someone that is famous and people follow a lot and ask him, could you play my game? Here's an early release of the game, you could play it. You don't have to say if you like it or not, but here it is. And what I'm also saying is, he already has a fan base. And a lot of times when there's a brand new game that's coming out, you don't get a fan base unless you show them what it's going to be. And he already has a good fan base out there. He didn't show no gameplay, how they look on the field, how the tackling scheme is, how they catch the ball, or anything like that. He didn't show all that, and he has a good fan base already. I mean, people are tired of Madden, and it shows. And it shows that popular people on YouTube are tired of Madden. And they're contacting him. And I always hear people saying Damon Grow is a cool guy. He's cool on Twitter. He'll respond if you ask him a question. I'm just saying, I think he'll be okay. I don't think Madden, they could do all this, but in my opinion, I still feel it's going to be a new game, and they're going to turn around and say, oh, we got something new in the new mode when it was in the old games. So yeah, I feel that word of mouth will make this game better. And then other people are going to be saying, it would be nice to see more stuff, but I ain't stressing about it. Alright, like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video.